it's pretty interesting. I know a lot of times I could sit there and try to decide whether someone has actually drummed that or maybe they didn't. I mean, if you listen to Rush, you could tell that he's got, the soul on the drums, but I'm never too sure. But I know like there's some people that do it live, which is really cool, and I really like it when people do things live because it's just like wow. But with things now, like I could hit a cymbal with maybe some soul. I can just do this whole pattern, and I can take each little portion of it. I can now with the sound waves, you can hit different variants in like the velocity. So maybe it's not the same thing, but you could change even the sample of how hard it was hit, and changing things that might not have been like how it was recorded. I think of myself more than a producer first than a DJ. I think the DJ is just kind of an outlet to show everyone the new sounds that maybe I've collected from all sorts of parts of the world, maybe just from different people, different backgrounds, and just kind of get this whole melting pot of all these new sounds. And I think DJing is the outlet for everyone to hear these new sounds and kind of, it's supposed to go to a rave to hear what you know, you're supposed to go to hear something new. And that's kind of why I really like it, because a lot of times with the record companies for maybe rock or any kind of other thing besides EDM, there's a lot of like red tape before you get, maybe new songs and new releases, because they're just like holding on, so you never hear new, maybe release until like a year later. But with electronic music, there's just these outlets, threads of just people, bedroom producers just making their own thing. Yeah, there's a lot of crap. I mean, that's what kind of pollutes the internet and like the surface. I mean, it always sucks when you just get to see the people who just don't really take much time with their product and more of just pushing it.
To a rave, but I definitely think it's a good idea to go to a rave sober before you decide to do anything else, and know your situations and know the people. I also think raving is very important to stay with your friends. If you do split off, there are good people at raves, but the number of them are shrinking as we see the mainstream bros joining into the crowd.
Okay, well, peace, love, unity, and respect. I guess that's what the definition of that. And it's just to be like a universal acceptance. I think it is. It's just you do to others what you want done to yourself. I think it's just kind of like almost like a commandments. I mean, I don't really think plur's a thing you have to yell at someone and say like, hey, plur, yeah. Like, dude, I just show it. Maybe I don't really need that. I didn't really need it because I'm just that kind of person who just kind of like that in general. So I mean, I don't feel like I need to put forth the extra effort to extrude it, but I definitely, upon interactions, I show my best to my fellow man.
So I don't think that the connotation of doing drugs and alcohol means you're asking to be sexually assaulted. I just think that if you're going to take drugs and alcohol, you need to understand that you're putting yourself at risk, and you need to understand the fact that there are people out there in this world that are bad.
You show the lights.
I am very unaware of those things, but I don't actively search the bad things about raves regularly. I see them pop up and it really, it bugs me because I know that it goes on, I just choose to kind of ignore it.
How does that make you feel?
It really, whenever I go to shows and I see any of that kind of stuff going on, really, it gets to me because, like I said, I'm all about the unity and the respect.
Yeah.
I think it sucks from a guy's standpoint because it is an easy thing a girl can just claim. Oh, I was on drugs and alcohol and you were ugly, and oh, all my friends are making fun of me for this, now I'm going to get you back for it. That happened to some of my friends in high school, but for alcohol. And so I think that part of it sucks, but at the same time, guys need to also understand that if a girl is intoxicated, you shouldn't try and pursue her in that regard. Raving is something everyone should do, at least once in their life. People shoot down the idea of EDM and they think it's repetitive, but you don't know music or a music genre until you go to a show and you actually experience it live. Never did I like metal until I went to a show. I still don't like metal, but I appreciated it a lot when I was there, and I was like, holy shit, these guys are shredding. The people who shoot down EDM and won't go to a rave because of the negative connotations of, oh, everyone's on drugs, or, oh, I have to go on drugs if I'm gonna go to a rave, that is all false. Go to a rave sober, have fun. It's all it's about is having fun, and just always remember peace, love, and you're stoked. That's all I gotta say.
The kids are disco dancing, they're tired of rock and roll. I tried to tell them, hey, that drum machine ain't got no soul, but they don't wanna listen, no, they think they've heard it all. They trade those guitars in for drum machines and disco balls. We can't rewind, now we've gone too far. Internet killed the video star. The kids are disco dancing, they're tired of rock and roll. Don't bother telling them that drum machine ain't got no soul. The kids are disco dancing, they're tired of rock and roll. Don't bother telling them that drum machine ain't got no soul. You know we never listen, we think we've seen it all. Like everything we're doing, no one's ever done before. Did you hear what they said? That rock and roll is dead. Yeah, it's like a zombie, it'll dig itself back up again. I tune in the signal, but it's fading. Oh, some ghost drum and his guitar on the radio, singing glory days are gone, but everything's okay. 'Cause we still love our sex and drugs just like the good old days. The kids are